Hi friends, today I have a 15-minute grounding flow for you. If you'd like, go ahead and take a moment to pause the video and set an intention right now to let go of worry over the past and anxiety for the future. When you're ready, grab your mat, and I'll see you in just a moment. Beginning at the top of your mat into Tadasana, feet hips width apart. And I want you to just take a moment, close your eyes, ground down through the four corners of your feet, and feel your mat underneath you. Feel the texture, knitting your ribs together, engaging your core, your stability. Open your eyes now, and on your inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, forward fold, grabbing opposite elbows, ragdoll, just rocking from side to side, waking up the backs of the legs, letting everything just hang heavy. Let go. You can bend your knees here as well. Up one vertebrae at a time to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up, and as you exhale, bring your right hand down to your side as your left hand reaches up and over, feeling a nice stretch through your left side body. Coming back to center and switching directions, so right hand coming up and over, trying not to let your hips shift over to the side too much. Just thinking of reaching up. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, forward fold, folding from the hips. Inhale to a flat back. And exhale, plant your hands down and step back into plank. And pushing back into downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide. Back is flat. Go ahead and pedal it out a few times if you'd like. Now on your inhale, you're going to rise to the balls of your feet, and exhale, push the heels down. Inhale, coming up to the balls of your feet again, and exhale as you push your heels down. One more time, and push it down. Awesome. Reaching your right leg back and bending your knee, stepping that foot forward in between your hands. Bring your left knee down. You can untuck the toes if you'd like, and reaching your hands up above. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Grounding down through your back foot, and making sure your front knee doesn't come over your ankle. Feeling that stretch in your hip flexor and letting go any tension. Now bringing your hands down and walking back into your half split, making sure your left hip is over your knee and flexing your front foot. A great stretch for the hamstring. Trying to keep your back flat here and your hips square. Now coming back into that low lunge. Arms up. Tuck your back toes and lift up into your high lunge. Hold just for a moment. Now bringing the left hand down as the right hand goes high, stacking your shoulders and twisting from your belly button. You can also use a block here or a book if you can't reach to the floor. right hand down, framing your foot and stepping back into plank. Shift forward and take your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, tuck the toes, send the hips back, downward facing dog, fingers wide, gazing towards your thighs. Left leg lifts up, bend the knee and step it forward between your hands. Bringing your right knee down, you can untuck the toes, and coming into your low lunge, taking whatever arm variation you took on the other side. Wonderful. A great pose to release stress. Inhale, and on your exhale, bring your hands to the ground and take it back into your half split. You can do a little halfway lift here to flatten your back and then come down, trying to get your belly towards your thigh. Walking back towards the front of the mat, lifting your hands up, tucking the back toes, and coming up into your high lunge. And taking your twisted high lunge as your right hand comes down and your left hand goes high. You can look down for more stability, or for an added challenge, look up towards your hand. Breathing. Maybe sneak in a little smile. And bringing your left hand down, framing your foot, and stepping your front foot back. Taking your Chaturanga Dandasana, just coming down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. And take your downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look to the top of the mat and walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale as you roll up to standing, nice and slow. And exhale as you reach your arms up and bring your hands to your heart center. Now stepping your left foot back about 2 or 3 feet, angling that back foot out to the side just a bit, hands at your hips, and keeping a flat back, go ahead and bend over, folding from the hips, taking your pyramid pose. You really want to make sure that you don't arch your back here. You can use blocks or books if you can't reach the ground. And making sure your hips are squared, so not opening your hips out to the side. Coming back out the way we came in. Ground down through your right foot and reach up as you bring your left knee up and in line with your hips. And taking our tree pose. So bringing that left foot to your inner thigh, your calf, or you can bring it down to your ankle as well. If you'd like, you can keep your arms up overhead, or you can bring them down to your heart in prayer. Inhale, and as you exhale, reach your arms back up overhead, bringing your knee back up and stepping your foot down. And taking your pyramid pose on the other side, right foot steps back a few feet, hands on the hips as you forward fold, keeping your back flat. Left hip pushing back as your right hip pushes forward. Tucking the chin slightly. straighten back up. Ground down through your left foot. Reach your arms up and bring your right leg up. And taking your tree pose, making sure you do not place your foot on your knee. And taking whatever arm variation you took on the other side. Pushing your hips forward slightly. And pushing your foot into your leg as your leg pushes back. Engaging your core. This will help stabilize you. Reaching your arms up overhead now and bringing your right knee forward in line with your hips as you step down and take your forward fold. Inhale to a flat back and exhale, step back into plank, shifting forward, taking your Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, and take it back into downward facing dog. Right leg comes up and bend your knees, stack your hips, trying to touch your glute with your heel. Try not to open up the shoulders too much here. And if it's in your practice, go ahead and take your wild thing, shifting forward slightly and coming onto the pinky toe edge side of your left foot. Coming back to center. And stepping your right leg up into the far side of your mat, the outside of your right hand. Untuck your back toes and taking our lizard lunge. So if you'd like, please stay up on your hands. Otherwise, if you'd like more of a stretch, you can come down to an elbow or two. And try to keep your back relatively flat here. If we arch our back too much, then we evade the stretch. So just breathe. Breathe into the challenge and know your body's limits. Know when you're pushing too hard or when you can go just a little bit deeper. Coming back up onto your hands, tuck your back toes and step your right foot back and take it back into downward facing dog. Going right into the other side, left leg is going to lift up, bend your knee and stack your hips. And once again, feel welcome to take your wild thing. Reaching to the top of the mat. Arching your back and lifting your chest. Coming back into that three-legged dog. Taking just a moment here and stepping your left foot up to the far side of your mat. Once again, bringing your back knee down, untucking the toes. And taking a moment. And then if you'd like, go ahead and take it down to your elbows. Breathing, taking deep inhales and long exhales. Slowly making your way back up to your hands, tucking your back toes and sending your left leg back into plank and pushing back into downward facing dog. making your way down onto your hands and knees, bringing your big toes together, knees wide, and bringing your hips down to your heels for a child's pose. Hands are reaching towards the top of the mat. Breathing, knowing that you did an amazing thing for your mind and your body. Now finding your way into a comfortable seated position, legs crossed in front of you. You can also take a Shavasana here if you'd like. If you're with me and you're seated, placing your hands either facing up or down, I'm going to place mine down for grounding and letting your eyes flutter closed. Shoulders down. Inhale and exhale slowly. When you feel any anxiety or worry about what's to come or what's already in the past, remember that you can always access this peace and this calm that you feel when you practice your yoga. I want you to let any thoughts that may come just float by on a cloud. Just tell yourself you'll get to them later. And I want you to feel the earth beneath you. Feel how it supports you. Notice the muscles in your face. Are they tight? Are they tense? And notice your breath. Don't try to control it. Just notice. Is it deep? Is it shallow? Just focusing on all things right here, right now, in this moment. It's been my honor to guide you through your practice today. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that little subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.